Good morning YouTube, and we are going back to our Celt game, so let's get cracking immediately. I think the thing that we're going to do this particular session is sort of expand our borders, really. Now that our religion is spread across the island, we've got a fairly large diplomatic sort of leverage, I guess, over the other civs around us. So I think we can afford to annoy them a little bit by expanding out our borders. You can see here we're building quite a few settlers. We've got 4 on the way, and I think 4 is about what we need. I'm going to stick 1 down on the Thurs over here. Yes, it's in the tundra, but it will give me the Thurs into my network permanently, which would be quite nice. I can fit another one over here on the coast over here, maybe on this forest, and it can work the floodplains. There's enough territory there to keep it happy for a little bit. I can think probably 1 over here on this hill, maybe next to the mountain. Over in this direction, and then I can fit a 4th over here as well, so somewhere on this, just by the river maybe. So that's I think what I'm going to end up doing. Let's just keep cracking forwards. You can see we're going to acoustics, the idea of getting Cayley halls as soon as we can, being the Celts' unique building that will really help to power us through in terms of getting us all of the local happiness that we'd ever need or want, really. It's a very good building. 3 local happiness for each one. So we will keep on going until then. Now, if you remember, we've got our workers set on automatic. They are building farms everywhere they can, and they should be prioritising building farms next to rivers and whatnot, but we'll see if that actually works out. Okay, so the religion on the other island. If you remember, there's 6 of us on this big island, and it appears that there's another island somewhere with the other 2 civs on it. Now, Venice is the technological leader, I believe. Yeah, you can see there. I'm still in last in tech, but I'm not too worried about that. We can start to build universities now, which I really should start to do, actually, as soon as I can. Okay, now we've got this cultural centres, here we go, on aesthetics. Now this is the one we were going for. This will let us build amphitheatres and opera houses twice as quickly. Opera houses, of course, we've got Cayley houses instead. Now what we are going to do is we are going to pop a spy down in Venice. I think that's going to be the best thing to do. Although actually, I'm just thinking about it, maybe Sophia would be unguarded. We know that Venice is the tech leader. We know that they've got such a huge population that that city actually is worth going for. Let's give it a try. Most probably our spy is going to get killed, but it's always worth a little go, isn't it? Okay, we've got a settler. Wonderful. Let's get him out, and let's just think about where it's going to be best to put him. On the river, maybe? Next to the river, or on top of the hill? The advantage of being on top of the hill, of course, is that we can get more production in that city, but being next to the river will mean that we can build things like watermills, gardens, although that's not really too important for us, so I'm going to go for the hill and the extra production that that gives us, and I'm going to move our Pictish warrior to there to guard us. Wonderful. Okay, so after this little wave of expansion, it means that we've pretty much taken all of the territory that we can for now, so we will sort of just continue to grow a little bit, maybe build a little bit of an army to sort of forcefully start to expand a little bit. We can take a look at the cultural influence we have over different civs and see which way would be best to go. A great prophet has been built. Alas, we knew that was going to happen, unfortunately. We had too much faith. We've got the option. We can either plop them down as in order to improve a tile, maybe around Edinburgh, that will give more faith per turn. Although Edinburgh's got a lot of stuff. Maybe I'll put it in Douglas, actually, thinking about it. Yeah, let's go and stick on this marsh. That would be a good improvement for it. It's either that or using him to go and knock out Warsaw's religion. That would actually be quite a good idea, I'm thinking. And actually, look, you've got where's this religion coming from? This is Venice's religion. Is being spread to us forcibly as well. You know what, actually, I'm going to use my great prophet to try and get rid of some religious interference on my island. The more places I've got, the more money I'm getting per turn from my religion. So I think that works. That works quite well. We'll use him instead for that. He's got 4 uses, so And we've got so much faith income as it is, but there's not really any point in plopping him down. No, I don't need a research agreement. I'm hanging on to the gold for now. I'm going to need it to upgrade troops, and I'm going to need it to build an army a little bit later. Let's just take a look quickly at the demographics once more. Just check in, see how we're doing. Persia is still the leader in soldiers, but we are the leader in a lot of other stuff. You can see that between all of the cities, we've got a lot going on for us. Literacy is still a problem. It's still a fairly big problem for us. So actually what we're going to do... Okay, so Venice is plotting against Pakal, and he's building the Anchor Wat. You know what? That's fine. He can do that. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to get Edinburgh instead of building walls, which, to be honest, it would be useful. Isn't on the highest bit of my list. Let's build a university instead. After Dublin, you have finished the settler. Again, I'm going to get you to build a university. I'm just going to get everywhere to build universities, really. We've got a market going on in Cardiff. Again, after that, a university would be great. Truro. Let's just keep adding these. Adding these. Walls, market, university. Okay, wonderful. Hopefully that'll give us a little bit more in the way of science per turn. Help us to keep up. Really, we're going to be stealing a lot of our tech in order to keep up, and we're going to be trying to take out the tech leaders if they get too far ahead in combat. The Celts are quite good at supporting a large army, just purely down to the religion I've got, amongst other things. So, yeah, I think we should be able to do fine in that regard. So, pressing ahead to acoustics, gems for salt. That deal is ended now, but the fact that it hasn't been in sort of, what's the word, renewed by Poland is indicative of the fact that they don't want the deal anymore. But that's fine. You just wait there, Mr. Pictish Warrior, for now. Settler. Right, the other settler. So I've got one up here. And then I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe down to here, on the river here, actually. That would be a good place to go. So let's pop it down here. Just filling in all the space that I can, really, and getting as many cities in as is possible. Although, actually, if I pop him over here instead, on that forest, I could then go 1, 2, 3, 4, and pop another one here. So I could get 2 cities in. Yeah, let's try and do that. We're really gonna press this out. Actually, you know what? No, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. I'd have to build more settlers, and to be honest, it would be pressed. Okay, this settler, as I said, we're going to go and stick one down on the Thurs over here, just to keep the gold income nice and high. And then the last settler, or maybe I can put 2 up there. Oh, you know what? They do want to renew the deal. Fair enough. I actually, though, I'm going to hang on to my resources just for a little bit until I've plopped all of my cities down, and I'm going to work out what I need the most. Do I need money, or do I need happiness? I have a feeling that money will be better for me, keeping these relationships with places like Hong Kong that are keeping me happy. I have a feeling that could be the best thing to do, but we'll see. Now, let's just check in quickly. Now, if you remember, we reformed our religion to give us tourism for every building, every mosque and pagoda that we built. And you can see here that we are actually familiar with Persia, which is good. Wonderful. And the Mayans and Venice. So they're the ones that we want to... Actually, no, look at that. Poland is popular. So if we were to take their cities, we would get 50% less unrest and population loss. So maybe Poland would be the way to go, to press north. Yeah, and look at that. Poland's got a lot of fertile territory up there. So maybe that's the way we should be thinking to go. Okay, yep. You just wait there, Mr. Pictish Warrior. Settler, you pop down. There's Glasgow. Hooray! What civ wouldn't want Glasgow? Oh dear. Right, we'll build a shrine. Let's quickly think about what buildings we need at first. So a shrine would be good, a monument would be good, and then a granary just to keep the growth up. After that, I think a library and then a university. So we'll hold it there for a sec, but that should keep it busy for long enough. Wonderful. I imagine Poland will get a little bit stroppy with me for filling in there, but never mind. No, I'm just going to refuse. I'm just going to let all of my... oh yeah, Persia want territory. That's fine. I'm going to let all of my deals expire just for a little bit. I'll see... I can consolidate, see what resources I've got to trade, and then I can go from there. Korea! Oh, hello! They've come across the sea to come and explore me. Hello, how are you doing? Let's accept an embassy and see how Korea are doing. Korea are over here, not too far away actually. Seoul. Only population 10, that surprises me. Korea normally have fairly chunky cities. Clearly not in this case. Purchase with Faith, I know that. I'm just waiting for Glasgow to take my Faith. It should take it very quickly. And more importantly, it'll give more pressure to the Brussels and Susa, who are very foolishly refusing my religion at this precise moment. Korea will have their own religion. Yeah, you can see that. They've got their own, but that's fine. We won't begrudge them that. Okay, and our last settler is finished. I'm just trying to work out whether it's worth putting 2 cities here or 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you know what? No, there's not the space, so I'm going to keep it on the coast. Do I want to put it on the forest? Yeah, let's stick it on the forest itself. Gives Douglas a little bit of space. Douglas is one of my biggest cities, so there's no point deliberately suffocating that one. Great profit. Okay, wonderful. In you go. We'll go and spread our religion to Warsaw, and fingers crossed we can cut Islam off as a religion, stop it from spreading at all. Now, the good thing is, we've got a large standing army and we've got horses everywhere in our territory, which is quite handy. No, we don't want horses, thank you very much. We've got a lot of roads in our territory, which means if someone were to attack us, we could very quickly mobilise our army between ourselves, which is nice. Glasgow we just need to keep an eye on, just in case it does have some sort of, preventative attack on it of some kind. My city becomes religious. There we go. Only 2 turns it took to become religious. And the good thing is now that we can immediately purchase... Oh my god, we're losing pictures already. I've only just turned this laptop on. Oh, awful. We'll buy a pagoda quickly. It'll completely eclipse all the happiness that we need and give more culture and tourism. That will expand the boundaries. And, as I say, keep my tourism nice and topped up. Okay. A great profit. Here we go. Norfolk Pride. Now, the good thing is because Warsaw has had so much pressure for Norfolk Pride, not only did I spread, tick off Islam for it, that I completely got rid of every single follower, and I've got 10 followers, so maximum for me, so that's nice. Our missionaries and prophets may go where we please. I'm going to be up straight. I don't want to lie about it. I do want to keep sending them to Poland because... I don't want that to... I don't want their religion to ever come back or take off. It's important that I keep religious supremacy. If only just to keep my economy nice and big. And to be honest, Poland will be dying. I think they're going to be my first tactic because I'm culturally or touristically so influential over them. But it makes sense to hit there first. Work has begun on the university. Good, we've got universities being built now everywhere. Wonderful. There's a little bit of influence you see in other religions in these cities, but because I want for church property, not for tithe, it doesn't actually matter at all. So, I think the next thing to do is to go and maybe take it to Venice. Venice, you see, has got a lot of places up in the Northern Territories that are still of their religion. I don't like that. Although it could be easier just to take over the Mayans' religions. You see, look, Maya is now spreading their religion, is sort of spread it to Mason Carney, which is a little bit annoying. Yeah, I'm gonna try and hit Venice, I think, and then work my way backwards with him. Settler, popping down. Great. Cork. Hello, Cork. My Irish second city. Again, we're going to start with a shrine. Gets us with faith. And then we are going to build a monument, then a granary, then a library. The granary, of course, is basically just to keep the food. We want to keep our food income nice and high. Okay, unit needs orders. Settler, wonderful. Here's the other one. Aberystwyth. Hello, Aberystwyth. How are you doing? Wonderful. We can go for... A shrine as normal. Just keep the same pattern. Monument, library. No. Granary first and then a library. There we go. Don't be fooled by the huge amount of turns that it's going to take to get everything going. Oh wow, Poland has now denounced me. They went from friendly to denouncing very quickly. There we go. Look, they're not very happy with me. Fair enough. And again, Venice, stop spreading your religion. This is really annoying. You're actually reducing my income by doing that. It's not fun. Not fun at all. Okay, lots of people are getting friends with lots of city-states. That's fine, as long as we keep hold of Hong Kong. I am not fussed at all. Okay, you know what? I'm going to go and take Lodz back on my way. No way I'm going to let that fall. Okay. Next turn. Good. Wonderful. So in 2 turns' time, I can pop down my last city, and then we have expanded as much as we can in our little area. If you just zoom out a little bit, you can see that our area is nice and full of cities. We're going definitely for the grand total being better than any one particular city. And once we've start to build some of these Cayley halls, we will be able to flesh our cities out in population a lot more, and we will begin to tech up a lot quicker. My cities have become religious. Fantastic. Thank you very much. I'll pop it on automatic pagodas again. Now the good thing is, because I've built 4 more cities, it means I've got another 8 tourism that I can get, which means my influence is just going to be starting to increase a lot quicker. Wonderful. Wonderful. Let's just go for one more. My workers, you can see they're just building farms everywhere, which is nice. I quite like having farms everywhere on a wide empire. It does work quite well. Oi! Pathfinder? What are you doing? Oh dear. Fine. I think I'm gonna have to make my city there instead of on that woods. It doesn't really make too much of a difference for me, but it's annoying. How could they do that? Harsh. Harsh, harsh, harsh. That's what it is. Open borders. Yep. I like to keep open borders while I've got tourism. It's quite nice for me. The Pathfinder is now going, and they must have just got astronomy actually, so they're probably going and exploring now. Open borders has stopped. That's really good. Pagodas have been bought, and I can steal a tech from Venice. Which one is worth stealing? Sailing is not worth stealing. That's a very early tech. You know what, actually guilds probably is worth stealing for myself to get the artist guild available. Yeah, let's do that quickly. Let's do that. Settler, pop down, and Penzance. Wonderful. Let's just quickly give them the same old drill. Go to shrine, and then add to queue. We're going to give you a monument, then a granary, then a library. Like so. Wonderful. Okay, and with... Oh, hang on. Yep. Spread my religion. Thank you. You will take my religion, damn it. You will. Right, and I'm going to now take him to Venice. I'm going to hit them in the heartland, knock their religion out of their 2 main cities, and hopefully, if I can get my profit very quickly hitting Sofia and then Venice in a short space of time, I may even be able to knock their religion out of the game entirely from Venice's point of view. Venice, sorry, they can go where they please. I'm ruining a lot of my friendships at the moment, but it's worth it just for my expansion and to keep my religion nice and healthy. It's giving me a lot of, 46 gold per turn. I don't want to let it die. So I'm going to be quite aggressive. I'm almost going to be a bit Russian in the way I play this game. I'm going to expand my lands, and I'm going to be friendly to everybody unless I want what they've got, in which case, nope, not going to happen. And wonderful, you can see I'm very illiterate, but never mind, I'm catching up and I don't have a lot of basic ones, so I'm not too worried about that. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Next time we will continue to expand and hopefully get a bit of population growth. We may even start to tech up towards the more militaristic tech. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!